Shalom Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. I want to get into a quick lesson going into this article as you see on the screen. System of white supremacy blocked anti-lynching law for 100 years. Okay? And it reads on the first paragraph. It says, systematic racism and an unwillingness to confront the past has served as a major roadblock to the U.S. adopting federal anti-lynching legislation, a law professor told RT. And that's Esau, Edom on the whole, man. They don't like to recognize their sins. All right, but us coming through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, all right, we're here to tell you, show you your transgressions. You know, the scriptures tell us to, of course, we tell our people their transgressions. All right. But we're also, another job for us is we tell these heathens their transgressions, man. All right. We're here to read you your judgment, man. We're here to read you your judgment. All right. We're here to read you your, what's the word I'm looking for? For lack of better terms, we're here to read you the things that you have done. You did this and this. Like when you think about going into the court, you have a jury which you get together, you know what I'm saying, and they discuss basically your wrongdoings. All right, and then they read it, you know what I'm saying, tell you this and this. All right, and that's what we do, man. All right, we tell you all the BS you did, man. Okay, we tell you all the BS you did, man. All right, and then the judge, which the ultimate judge is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, they bring down the gravel, guilty, innocent. Which in this case you're guilty, man, because what? You've shed the innocent blood of the Lord's chosen people. You shed the blood of the Lord's chosen people, man. That's a no-no. Okay. In this, it says systematic racism, read again, and unwillingness to confront the past have served a major roadblocks to the U.S. adopting federal anti-lynching legislation. And the Most High knows you have an unwillingness to confront the past. Therefore, all right, he set his men up to basically put your sins in front of your face, man. Okay. We always go into how Esau, they want you to remember 9/11. They want you to remember the Holocaust. But forget about slavery, as if it didn't exist. Okay? But the Lord said this. Get this precept real quick. Which is past. Ecclesiastes 3:15, that which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and God requireth that which is past. Okay? And this is why, when you go into lynching and an understanding of why, because the scriptures say, cursed be he that hangeth upon a tree. Our people is cursed, man. Because our people went off from the Heavenly Father. Therefore, what? The curses came upon them, as written of in Deuteronomy 28:15 on down. Okay? So this is why, we was in that predicament to where we were going into slavery, Deuteronomy 28:68. All right? To where we were lynched, being hung from trees. Okay? And, hey, now it's your turn, man. Because of our iniquities from the past, we had to deal with it, man. So now it's your turn, man. All right? And putting the law in place won't negate the anger that the Most High has for you. As is written of in Malachi 1, how the Most High, he said he has a perpetual hatred for Edom, man. We're going to get that a little later. But it reads on to say, after more than 200 attempts to pass anti-lynching laws since 1882, the U.S. Senate in December finally voted that a bill that will make lynching a federal crime, the Justice for Victims of Lynching Act, explicitly states that murder by 2 or more people motivated by race or religion can result in a life sentence. The legislation still faces a vote in the House before becoming law. After decades of legislative stonewalling, the anti-lynching bill will not be applied retroactively, meaning that it could not be used to prosecute past lynchings, essentially offering the silent promises of minimal risk to lynchers and supporters. Alright, and hey, I believe that the reason why it's not applied retroactively because a lot of these lawmakers were lynching. You know, a lot of these ain't old-time Confederate flag devils, man. Okay. It says Angela Allen Bell, a professor at the Southern University Law Center, told RT, while existing hate crime laws make the bill largely redundant, its successful passage could serve as a small step towards coming to terms with the United States' long history of racial injustice. Allen Bell pointed to recent efforts to remove Confederate-era monuments as evidence of a wider movement aimed at confronting racism and discriminating in the country. Because like I said, they don't want you to remember your past, but they damn sure make you remember theirs, man. Alright? You know, like they have what? They have Veterans Day. You know, these are all monuments. Alright? Which, you know, that's not what this article is talking about, obviously, but I just want to get into the point of where Esau wants you to remember their past, man. You know? But when it comes to your past, it don't matter. Alright? And whether they, you know, regardless if they do this or not, the Most High still has your number, man. There has been an awakening about a sense of aggression taking place insofar as tolerance for open acts of racism and discrimination. Racial healing has gained newfound credibility as a result of these present tensions in society. All of these competing forces likely punctuated the importance of the presence on this issue of lynching. Upwards of 4,700 people, the vast majority of them black, which were not black, were Hebrew Israelites. And that's another thing you devils got to pay for, man. Calling us black, because the word black means what? Dull, void of light. Alright, dead, if you will. Alright, that's why they wear all black at funerals. Where the vast majority of them black were lynched between 1882 and 1968, according to the NAACP. And over 99% of the perpetrators escaped punishment. Okay? So guess what, man? No matter what you do, the Most High got your number, man. Now, I was getting into before, real quick. This is, Malachi 1:1. This is the burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? You know? And this is why it's so hard for a lot of our people to just that they're the Lord's chosen people. They are Yasharallah, the prince of the power, because of all the hell they go through, man. Okay? Wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob. Okay? So the Most High loved us, man. Alright? And he's returning the you're gonna see real soon, man. Which Lord willing, I'm gonna get another precept. While the Most High is gonna turn the tables, man. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Alright? So the Most High is gonna tear this whole place down, man. He's not appeased by law. Alright? He's appeased by blood, man. Alright? Hey, let's get that actually. This is always get this mixed up. 33. It's 35, 33. Numbers chapter 35. Verse 31. Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer, which is guilty of death, but he shall be surely put to death. And Esau, you're guilty of death, man. All right, you blaspheme the Heavenly Father. All right, you change the name. All right, you put it to where the Most High and His Son and the angels look like white people, pasty faced devils. All right, and and you set up you know what I'm saying, and you push homosexuality. All right, you encourage a wickedness, man. The scriptures say, woe unto him that decree righteousness. Let me grab that, Salakia. This is Psalms. Let's see. Was it 48 and 20? I forgot which. Let's get this one. I forgot the other one. Isaiah 10:1. Woe to him that decree and righteous decrees, which means death unto him that decrees wicked decrees. All right, giving homosexual rights. All right, giving child support. That's an unrighteous decree, man. I mean, not child support, alimony. That's an unrighteous decree, man. Taxes, interest. All right, which interest, all right, is known as usury. That's an unrighteous decree, man. All right, we can go on and on about the unrighteous decrees of Esau. Putting house to house, that's an unrighteous decree, man. Okay, making us have to wait, you know, to the end of a week or two just to get our earnings, man. That's an unrighteous decree. Okay, so this is back at Numbers chapter 35, verse 33. Actually, I'm going to start at 32. And ye shall take no satisfaction for him that is fled to the city of his refuge, that he should come again to dwell in the land until the death of the priests. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defiles the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. You know, and I always go into really all of America, man. All right, because this is how this devil Christopher Columbus, all right, and his so-called explorers after him, all right, they found it, you know what I'm saying, which they didn't really find, all right, but they kept the they dominated, if you will, the so-called New World by death, robbery, all right, which that's written in the Apocrypha in the book of Ecclesiastes 10:8. Riches gotten by deceit. Okay. And the land, so it says, so ye should not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. So this land is defiled, you know. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Okay, so the Most High is not appeased by a law that you thinking about passing, man, 100 years too late. You know, the Most High wants blood, man. All right, and this is why we believe and know and understand through the scriptures how great death is coming to this place, man. Great death, man. But by the blood of him that shed it. So the Most High wants your head, Esau, Edom. It says, defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell, for the Lord dwell among the children of Israel. Okay, so going back into the article, upwards of 4,700 people, the vast majority of them black, were lynched between 1882 and 1968, according to NAACP, and over 99% of the perpetrations escaped punishment. As Alan Bell noted, the United States has long avoided undertaking an honest assessment of the legacy of slavery, lynching, and the aftermath. The first memorial to victims of lynching opened in Alabama in April and was financed by private foundations. For the professor, racial healing still has a long way to go. And there's never going to be any racial healing, man. You know, our reparation going to come, all right, in the kingdom. When Yahweh gives us the universe and you heathens under our feet. In the book of Revelations, the last book of the Bible, all right, it tells us that he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So as I was saying before, we went into our captivity before because of our iniquities. But the Most High is going to turn the tables onto you devils. All right? And then that's when we can truly rest. It says lynching was one way of maintaining a system of white supremacy, she said. All right? They got buck breaking. They got all these things to keep Jake down, man. Okay? But it's okay, man, because we get slaves at this point, man. All right? But don't try to please the poor now, which the scriptures say. I'm going to get that real quick. But just to read on, it says, she said acts are easily to outlaw. Desires, motivations, and bad intentions are not. Okay? And what the scriptures say about bad intentions, man, the Lord says, man, that he basically that even for him to save Israel, he wanted them to be sincere and cry to him within their hearts, man. All right? So basically what I'm saying is that the Lord doesn't accept nothing, all right, if it's not with a good intent. Okay? This is bad intentions are not, and that is one of the reasons attempts to secure federal legislation has taken 100 years. Let me read that again. Acts are easy to outlaw. Desires, motivations, and bad intentions are not. And that is one of the reasons attempts to secure federal legislation has taken 100 years. Okay? So let's get this, man. This is Job, going into that. Job chapter 20. Peep this, Akia. Alright, this is Job chapter 20. Let me see where I should start at. Slakia. Job chapter 20. Let me see. I'm going to start at 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. Okay, and we come into that time where Esau is getting ready to perish, man. He's getting ready to be on the bottom. He's getting ready, like in Isaiah 14. All right, they're gonna narrowly look upon this man and say, "Is this the man that maketh the world to tremble?" All right, here it is. Hey, just on a lower level, and these other nations, man, like France, Turkey, Iran, they're talking shit against America. Saying that America doesn't have the pull that they once had. A lot of these other nations are actually going behind America's back, which they, that's another topic, but they're actually going behind America's back and still doing deals with Iran, even though they put harsh sanctions. America has put harsh sanctions on Iran. Okay? So it says, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach up unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. So the Most High is not, going to reiterate what I was saying. The Most High is not appeased with a law. He's gonna put you in slavery for 1,000 years, and then burn you off the face of the earth, man. All right, Obadiah, chapter the book of Obadiah. Read that. It says, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found, yet he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. All right? He's not going to be looked at as the king of the cream of the crop, if you will. All right? His children shall seek to please the poor. Okay? Here it is. He's seeking to please the poor at this point in time. Putting anti-lynching laws in effect. which shall lie down with him in the dust. The wickedness. Let me read that again. Job 20:10. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore their goods. Alright? So you're going to restore all the riches, all the gold that you devils got in these vaults. You're going to restore that to us, man. His bones are full of the sins of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. You know, going back into the last portion of that article, to where even though you outlaw something, your motivations or your desires are still evident, man. They're still present, man. Okay? So it says, and really it goes all the way back to Cain and Abel, man. To where Cain killed Abel because Abel was basically more righteous than his brethren, man. Than his brother. You know, he was more accepted than his brother, man. And then going what? Into Jacob and Esau, to where Isaac was more accepted. Salakia. Jacob was more accepted to Isaac than Esau, man. So therefore what? Esau, just like Cain, sought to slay Jacob all the days of his life, man. He said, therefore will my father be grieved, or something to that extent, Genesis 27:40. Alright, so it says, his bones are full of the sins of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hideth it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, yet his meat in his bowels is turned, it is the gall of ass within him. You know? Hey, we see right through you devils, man. You know, let's get that actually. This is a rock. Chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humbleth himself, an anti-lynching law, and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware. Beware, because this devil is still going to come down having great wrath, as is written up in Revelations 12:12. This devil still wants to chip you. He still wants to, you know what I'm saying, implement martial law. He still wants to starve you out, just so you can take the chip and be destroyed by the Heavenly Father. Though he humbleth himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. So you really, you know, study this devil, you know, as our apostles tell us to do, you know. And that's what a warrior does, man. You study your enemy, man, before you go to war with him, man. Okay? We studying this devil, man. You know, there's countless articles. Like I know the brother GMS Shield of Faith. He did he uploaded a lesson to where is a programming. It's called Millennium 2000. All right, going into the how Esau plans to chip everybody, man. All right, and it's another article. It's another video out there. There's plenty of videos really going to show you how these elites, you know, how they set up, you know, this dollar system, you know what I'm saying, how they set up the 13th Amendment to basically label Jake as slaves, you know. So once you study these things, you look at this man as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, you know. But when you wipe a looking glass, what? You see right through it. It's transparent. All right? That's why we call this man Esau Edom. We call him red, man. We call him no more white, man, because white means pure. Red is synonymous for blood, you know. When you go into what's that, Revelations 15? What's it? I'm trying to remember. It's a book of Revelations where it says that it was given, Revelation 6, it was given to him to take peace from the earth. Let's grab that. Revelation 6:4. There was another horse that was red. All right. What horse you know is red? And power was given him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they shall kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. And that was his blessing, man. All right. That he shall rule with, he's going to have the fatness of the earth, and he's going to rule with the sword. Okay? This is Esau Edom, so-called white man. All right, when you look on Wikipedia, it's war all around the world except where? In America. Hey, but that's going to soon change too as well. So let me just go back to that and make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, just finishing off this Sirach 12 and 11. And thou shalt know that his rusts have not been altogether wiped away. Get one more. This is Baruch chapter 4. Four and 14. Let me see if he has. Baruch 4 and 14. Actually, I'm gonna start at 14. Let them, and this is a good chapter, man. This is a really good chapter, man. It breaks it all down, man. Why we went into slavery, all right? How the Most High feels about us, and how He's gonna bring us out. So this is Baruch 4 and 14. Let them that dwell about Zion come, and remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting hath brought upon them. For He hath brought a nation upon them from far, a shameless nation. All right, when you looking, like I was going to the when Esau, you watch this movie Apocalypto, it shows you 1492 Conquest of Paradise. It also shows you to where this devil, it came all the way from far, from over there in Europe, all right, to conquer our people, man. It says a shameless nation. You know, hey, this devil, when he came with chicken. He came with all types of diseases, man. Of a strange language. Our people didn't understand this language. When you look into that movie, 1492 Conquest of Paradise, when shit hit the fan, I guess it was one of Christopher Columbus' pets. He woke up. He was like, I learned your language, but you never learned mine. Okay, and hey, that to me, that speaks volumes, man. You know, of a strange nation, you know, because a lot of they were speaking, you know, broken Hebrew. Of a strange language, who neither reverence old man nor pity child. These have carried away the dear beloved children of the widow, and left her that was alone, desolate without daughters. But what can I help Slakia? But what can I help you? For he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hand of your enemies. Not, you know, not laws, man, but Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, the one that put these plagues upon us. Okay? Hey, so with that, Lord willing, you all keep edified. Shalom to the elect.